So yeah, I'm quite happy. So some of you, if you have watched some of my videos on Rec Room, I think I only did one or two videos where I was actually in this map, but that was nearly 2 years ago. This is the original, one of the original maps that belonged to Kyrie the King. He was the creator of Cyber Military before he passed it to uh, Sleepy on VR, which is the owner of Viper Military's brother, actual brother. Um, and so basically, yeah, I own this map now, and wow, it's I actually got this a couple of days ago. But I had to fix some things. Well, I didn't have to fix things. I basically altered some stuff, and the reason I sound a bit funny, I don't actually know how I sound because I don't watch my own videos. But I'm guessing I'm probably gonna sound a bit weird today because I've either got an ulcer in my bottom left, at the back of my bottom left jaw, or I've got a wisdom tooth growing, and it hurts now and then. But I have my mom gave me this what is it, Bonjela, which to numb it, and I don't know what it is, but whenever I put it on that part of the mouth, it flipping numbs the side of my tongue, because my tongue rests at the bottom like everyone's does, but I don't know what it is, but my tongue at the side always manages to catch that part of the gum, so my tongue's a bit numb. It says, well, alright, so there's my bottom left jaw part at the back. That's numb. That's whereabouts it actually is. Then it's numbed the top back left hand side of my jaw at the back because of how my teeth rest on each other. And then it's numbed the side of my tongue. So my mouth feels a bit weird at this moment, and my mouth's watering a lot, so yeah, and it just feels like it's just a balloon in the back of my mouth. So to talk a bit more about this map, I'm quite excited. I never expected me to actually own this map at all. I never even imagined me even owning it, because I can't remember what I named it, but it might have been Military Tour. I think I did two of them, maybe one. But this map went down for a while, and that's because Kyrie sort of gave up on Cyber Military. But a couple of days ago, I saw that so nearly a week ago now, I was helping one of my Rec Room friends called Sans Celestial. That's his Rec Room name. Which later on turned out he actually used me for my decorating skills and my building skills in this game. He pretty much turned around and stabbed me in the back, pretty much, because without even warning me or telling me, he traded the map that helped him with to Bamboo Panda's brother, which is Sleepy on VR. Bamboo Panda is Sleepy's brother, and vice versa. But what I didn't know is, because I got kind of angry at him for it, because he never told me or even hinted to me that he was going to do that to the map. And the thing that kind of shocked me a bit is because I was in the middle of a new map military that I'm in called Viper Military. And what was interesting is that I was in the middle of talking to one of the mods there. And right in the middle of the conversation, I get this message across the screen saying your ownership to Shadow Viewer has been removed. And instantly I was like, okay, so Sans has used me for my building skills. And then I confronted Sans about it, and he was like, nah, I knew you was going to do this, so I didn't tell you. And then I was like, well, you should have just told me anyway, because you've essentially used me for my skills, and I've got nothing out of it. Because what he does is, what people do in Rec Room is that if they have a map that someone else wants, and that someone else has a map that that person wants to begin with, now what people can do in Rec Room is that they can trade maps. And I don't really see the point in trading maps, because I don't build maps. If ever I see the chance to get a free map, I'll take it. I'll get a free map. Um, this map that I'm in now, it it's never gonna be traded ever. Like, I don't care how many visits or views it gets. I'm still gonna be looking after it. Gonna be doing events for it. I don't care if it's a dead thing or not. But basically, what happened was, so Sans traded Shadowview, which is his military's name, the military that he owned, well, what he called it. But the thing is behind it is that what Sans didn't tell me when me and him got into this massive argument after I found out he actually traded the map for a new map, which was a Star Wars map, which I'm pretty sure was copyrighted because it had a lot of Star Wars on it, like way more Star Wars than what you should have in a military game. It was just packed full of Star Wars. Like, you couldn't even lie and say, "Oh no, that's hell." It literally had the Imperial Stormtrooper, the Imperial emblem on the flipping corners of the map, and it was big enough to see from like 20 odd miles away. And it also had Star Wars music, and I'm pretty sure that's copyrighted. But it's a game, so I guess that's fine. But basically, then I confronted Sans, and I was like, "Okay, well, since you traded the map without telling me, what am I gonna get from it?" And he was like, "Oh, you're getting nothing." And I was like, "Wait, what?" And he was like, "Well, you're not getting anything." I was like, "Well, then that means you have used me for my skills. Because how it should work is I helped you after you said you was going to give me something in return, and you did, you gave me co, but then you traded the map without telling me or warning me. And I was in the middle of talking to a mod at a different game when I got the message. And then he got all angry at me, and he was like, "No, you're not listening." And I was like, "Well, yeah, I am. You've used me, and you have clearly used me because you don't want me to have any powers in this map." And he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm not publishing this map." But that's fine, because what he didn't tell me is that he didn't actually get the map that he was using, or he traded with Sleepy. Kyrie the King, which is the original owner of this map, who gave me this map for free, gave out the map that Sans was using to a guy whose recroom name is Dark Moose. He was an okay guy. I met him in this map a couple of times. I liked him. He was the type of guy where it's like, if you pissed him off, he would just be like, get the hell out of my face. If he liked you enough, he would actually talk to you and be like, "Yo, what's cool?" And he would just be chill. But if you peed him off even once, he would just turn around and be like, "Get the hell out of my face! Like, get away from me." Now there was also someone else in this game called Mr. Rose, with an R, not a W. Him, I don't even know how to explain him. He was the only way I can explain it is he was a dick. That's pretty much literally. I know it's swearing, but that's literally the only way to describe who he was. Like, he was an absolute dickhead. Like, there's no getting away from it. He was just a dick. Like, it was so stuck up. Like, he was just that. He was just like, you know how in anime, or if you guys listen to a podcast on Spotify called Anime Out of Context, you will know what I mean when I'm about to say that Mr. Rose was a plain bland bitch protagonist, except without the protagonist part. He was just a bland, plain bitch of a stuck-up person. Like, he was probably one of the people, if you had the chance to meet in real life, you'd rather kill yourself than meet him. Like, there was moments when I even was near him, and I could hear him talk to new players, and I'd just be like, I just want to leave. Like, it was just... He was one of the people that he was like, you either on his good side or you're on his bad side. But his bad side is his shit list, and his good side is his angel list. I believe that's how he was going to put it, if he had one. And basically, I was in the middle, but I was more towards the shit list than the good list. So I was literally bang in the middle, but I was literally 2 centimeters into the shit list. So me and him was on mutual grounds. Like if I tormented him, he'd kick me straight away. Um, if I said hi, he'd probably just turn around and be like "f off." Um, until later on in my Rec Room life, where me and him just became like, don't know how. I don't know if it's because of me finding out that a previous player, that previous friend on Rec Room, that's now banned from all my maps, that actually literally betrayed me in front of the owner, um, and in front of himself, and in front of myself. Um, his Rec Room name was Sub-Zero. Yeah, Sub-Zero from Mortal Kombat. He was really into Mortal Kombat. Um, and basically, he was another person that used me for my building skills. But with him, I could tell that he was using me. So whenever I had the chance, whenever he invited me to help him with his map, I was like, alright, sure, I'll help. But I was taking my time with it because I was like, well, this guy's going to stab me in the back, so what's the point in actually putting in all the effort? And I was right, he did end up stabbing me in the back, and yeah, it turns out the owner of this map that I'm in, Kyrie the King, I meant, that's my other Rec Room friends, my Rec Room friends, Rec Room name is Kyrie the King, the guy that gave me this map for nothing. So Kyrie already knew about Sub being like, using people and stuff. I am going to give a bit of credit to Sub-Zero though, because he did build that. So I've got to give him some sort of credit to it. But I don't really know. I don't fully understand what happened. It's just that there was an argument between Kyrie, Sub-Zero, Rose, and a Rec Room person's name, which was Mr. Raging. He was also like Mr. Rose, but I was on his good list, so he talked to me a lot. So yeah, it was really interesting. So I don't fully understand the story between Kyrie and Sub-Zero, but I'm guessing that Sub-Zero was just like Kyrie because Sub-Zero was using Kyrie and manipulating Kyrie and stuff, and I don't understand how. But then Kyrie was like, but I believe Sub-Zero over Kyrie because at this point, during this time, I had my own militaries, called ANA, which is Anna, Arbiter's National Army. I know, kind of a sucky name. Still published as well, I think. And I was allied here, and at this point, Kyrie had made mod host admin resets pretty much once every 2 weeks, which really annoyed most people. And what I heard from Sub-Zero's side is that was this manipulating Kyrie because at this point Rose literally out of nowhere at this point was given host mod co. I think he practically became one of the owners at some point, because Kyrie was just giving him admin powers over and over again, and that's what everyone in this game was like. Kyrie, you gotta slow down with that, because not everyone likes him, and he don't like everyone here. Because there was at some points where I'd be on and Rose would be on, and he would just look at me and be like, "If I see you do anything dodgy, I'm kicking you," and I'd just turn around and be like, "What?" and then he would kick me. So I don't know what happened between Kyrie and Mr. Rose, but when I did spawn in this map, when I got this a couple of days ago, I did see his name on the board. So I'm guessing Kyrie and Rose are still friends-ish. But I might be corrected because this map is kind of old. And Kyrie hasn't really updated it except for that town over there, which is more like a suburban. But yeah, so yeah, that's a bit of history. So yeah, a couple of days ago, we're talking a couple of weeks ago, I think, actually. And basically, before Sans was able to backstab me, after we made the upgrades without him knowing, because he was very, very, very scared that I was going to copy the map. So he was hesitant to give me Kona to help him in the first place. but he did it anyway, and it was his own fault because I didn't end up copying the map. So now I own that map, but he traded that map to Bamboo Panda's brother, which is Sleepy on Rec Room. And now Sleepy and the guy that bought that map off of me, which is null underscore infuser, him and Sleepy, they're both at each other, and they're both complaining that like Null isn't too bothered. It's mostly Sleepy and his brother Bamboo that just go to Scorpion Military, which is Null's map that he bought off of me, and Bamboo and Sleepy just complained to him like, you're copying the map. And until last night when I messaged Bamboo and I was like, actually, neither of you's copying each other. They're both the same maps. It's just, the truth is that the guy that gave, basically I messaged Bamboo, and I messaged him to tell his brother that's the guy that gave him Cyber Military scammed him out of that map because that map wasn't the updated version like Sans told him it was. And Sans doesn't actually know that I actually copied the map. And long story short, me and Sans are now, if I see him, I'm going to shoot him in the head with a sniper. On this game. Disclaimer, that is on this game. Not in real life. I don't own any weapons. Maybe I do. I don't know. But yeah, like I said, he's banned from all my games that I'm... He's basically banned from everything that I'm moderator in. So moderator and above, he's banned in. But yeah, so I'm just kind of... I don't know how to feel, because when I first saw this map of Cyber Military, all I wanted was to own it. And I was like... Now I own it, it's like, wow. It's like... And the fact that I got it for free. So I was doing what teenagers do. And, well, not teenagers, I was just doing what people do in this game when they get a good map. Hey, Luna. And I was literally just boasting to my friends about it. And I was like, well, you remember that Cyber Military with the Neon City and that flipping suburban town? Yeah, I own it now. And they were like, what? I'm like, yeah, I own it. And I can't remember which one it was, but one of them called me a little shit. Because he was like, oh, you lucky little shit. So I was just like, yep. I got it for free as well. And he was like, shit. But of course he didn't say that word, he said the other word, which was the F word. I added that crane. There was a building there before, which was goddamn ugly, and it was just empty and just taking up ink, so I thought I'd take up ink using a crane instead. Not very cyberx, I still need to finish off colouring it. But yeah, I literally, all I did was went to Kai. Well, Kai invited me this one day to the newest Cyber Military, which is now owned by Sleepy. But Sleepy's now got rid of the map because he's scared that Null's going to get him done for copying. But in reality, neither of them's copying, so neither of them's going to get into trouble. Plus, if Null's map gets taken down, or if Sleepy's map gets taken down, I'll probably just send proof that they're not actually copying each other's map and get the map back up instead of being taken down permanently by sending proof to Rec Room, to a coach, which is one of the Rec Room's moderators, like one of the people that helped made Rec Room. He's a mod, and you can also add him as a friend, some odd reason. But like Mariso and that other one. So basically I'll just send proof to them and be like, okay, well, I've got proof that them two maps, they're not actually copying each other. The fact that I own the map. Because Sans never really owned it. So going back to what I was saying about me finding out that Sans never actually got the map. What happened was Kyrie gave that version of Cyber Military to a guy called Dark Moose. And Dark Moose bought the map off from Kyrie. And then someone bought the map off from Dark Moose. But then, as Dark Moose has gone to trade, I think someone has invited Sans, accidentally given him or left a place can copy map on, and Sans has actually stolen the map. Because when me and Sans when Sans invited me to his new map, which is a Star Wars one, like it's just, you can just tell it's Star Wars. You can't even cover it, like I said. you can't even call it hell because it's just blatantly Star Wars. It's practically a map full of Star Wars references, full of Star Wars emblems and logos and stuff, so you can't even call it hell. So basically, when Sans invited me, Carrie was there, the owner of the map that Sans had somehow. And then Carrie was like, wait a minute, you talking about that map that I gave to Dark Moose? And Sans was like, yeah. And Carrie was like, how the hell did you get it? And Sans was like, you gave it me. And Carrie was literally like, no, I did not. Dark Moose bought it off of me. And Sans was like, oh, shit. And then it was like, and then I butted and I was like, wait a minute, you stole the map from Kyrie? And then Sans was like, no, he gave it me. And Kyrie was literally like, no, you didn't. But what peed me off the most about that is that I couldn't really understand properly why I didn't have any mod powers or co-owner in Sans' new map after helping him with the previous one, which he traded to Sleepy. My artist properly, and it will, because of how it's spelled, sound like something completely different, and I don't really want to get done for that. So I'm just going to come over here. So basically this. So Kyrie invited me and another guy, which I can't remember, to Sleepy's Cyber Military, which is still Kyrie's. Seeing as Sans slightly stole it. But Kyrie invited me mostly to see if I could get in because he wanted this from that map. And I was like, okay. And then I thought, wait, does he still have that map? So I asked him, and he was like, yeah. And then he brought me here, and this was an hour later after seeing someone else's map. And then he was like, here. And then I was like, sweet. And I thought he was joking when he said, yeah, you can have it. I literally thought he was joking. I didn't say out to him, but I honestly did think he was joking. Because I was like, sure, he's not going to give me this. But I was being serious when I asked him, though. I was in one of those moods where I was like, I want the map. I was being serious. But I asked him in like a jokingly way. Not because I knew he'd probably say no. But me not realizing he actually said yeah, and I was like, wait, what? And then, yeah, so... He also built this when I went AFK for an hour. And I have no idea how he built that in an hour. Like, it baffles me. And I think I know how he did it, but I just don't know how. 1 second. Oh, pardon me. But yeah, like I said, I'm probably going to be moving some stuff around. The stage, I just need to finish off doing some stuff in there. And I might build like another thing in here as well. I may or may not change the colours. Because I could have sworn that used to be black. I mean, this used to be black. I'm not too sure, but I'm pretty sure I damn remember this being black. I also need to do some editing to the death barriers here as well, because they're lethal as hell. I also need to find the animation chip for that main gate, because they're just stupidly fast. And yes, you can stand here as well. There's literally something here, so it's quite cool. But yeah, so the main gate's here. Ah, shit! Oh. What the f... Ah, that hurts. So, Jesus Christ. Ugh. It feels like I'm getting my flipping gums stabbed with a flipping needle. I don't actually know if you can still go in there. I think you can. But that used to be a thing where you could actually used to go in there. Is it still a thing? Or is the death barrier going to kill me? Okay. Death barrier it is. Okay, Alright, so what used to be able to happen is that you actually used to be able to stand in there. But oh yeah, of course. But you actually used to be able to stand in there and be... Oh no, was that the laser? I can't actually... I don't know why he has a death barrier here instead of just a collision barrier. I understand the death barrier at the gate, but here I don't really understand. So, but yeah, I'm pretty much, I'm confident that, you know, I'm going to keep everything the same, and pretty much, I've already edited this area, so I can't really say I'm going to keep everything the same-ish. I will be probably moving that, because what that is, it's a play account, and I might move that somewhere more where I can see it. Or I might just move it into the sky and make it really big, so that everyone can see it. But this used to be small, and the alliances, which is I moved here, used to be in the middle here. And it used to be like a little bus shelter here over the wall there, and then like the waiting room right there. But I made it a big one instead, because I'm probably going to get rid of that bus shelter as well, because it takes the whole cyber thing away. May or may not do that. I might just change the colours of it. Ow. 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 That's the only thing I can bloody say. Ow. Ow. That's not nice. Ow, that hurts. That hurts a lot. That's not even comfy at all. Ow, you little shit. Oof, that's not even bloody comfy. What the hell is this? Oh, shit. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Ooh. What the hell was it with Kyrie and all of his underground bloody stuff? Okay, I actually had no idea about this. This guy was a flipping Satanist, I'm sure he were. Because I just don't know. Like he was something. Wow, it's straight. Wow. Yeah, hate to diss him, but one of the main problems that Kyrie had with building stuff is that he would have it on a miniature tilt, and I have no idea if that was to actually piss me off. What's annoying is that I can feel a bone underneath the freaking gum. That's really annoying. Fudge cake on toast. Fudge cake on toast? Where the hell did I get that from? But yeah, one of the things I never really understood properly about Kyrie was this, really. Ah, what I might do is make this building here. Actually, I don't know. I was about to say I might make this building here a bit longer, but then I'd have to copy everything inside of it. So, what I might do is select all these just here, copy a bit of it. I don't know whether to actually just have the spawn in here, to be honest. Wait, what happens if I clone this right now? What's that cloning? Oh shit, that's cloning everything. I've just realized something as well. This will bug the hell out of me for the rest of my life. Hey, Georgie. But yeah. So hopefully. Oh, and that's another thought. Hopefully, I'll be doing. I might be doing the. I might be finishing off Horizon Zero Dawn soon as well. And I've just realised what I've bloody done. Kyrie, why? Just why? If I can manipulate this, I should be able to just pull that out like such. Just why, Kyrie? One minute. George, what are you up to, dog? Come on, George, lay down. But yeah, I might. Hopefully, I'll be finishing it off soon. My days, Kyrie. But yeah, so I'm quite excited that I was able to get this. But yeah, sorry. My brain's messed up now. I hopefully be finishing off Horizon Zero Dawn soon. The reason I haven't really been doing any more videos on that is mostly because of I'm not currently, I'm busy. I've been trying to get mods to increase my chance of survival against the end boss, which has been successful. I've managed to complete the Forbidden West, Frozen Wilds campaign. For bloody hellfire, George, get off your sister. So yeah, I'm gonna go now because my mouth is hurting a lot, and my dogs are fighting and they won't pack it in. So I'm gonna go now, and yeah, I don't know what the next video is gonna be. Uh, I don't know. So yeah, we'll see you hopefully soon, and yeah. If I do go, if you like the video, subscribe and leave a like. Yeah. I see you in a bit. I mean,